My dear friends, my name is Jacob Fiveash and welcome to Uncaged Zootours. If you are new to the channel and love animals, I recommend and appreciate you hitting the like, subscribe, and bell icons to join me on my tours. For the first time on my tours, we'll be heading to Tacoma, Washington to visit the Pointdefiancezooandaquarium. This small zoo has been around since 1905 and was built on the site of a military park. There are two aquariums, an Asian section where animals rotate, a children's zoo, and several animals that are very hard to find in zoos or aquariums. Today, we'll be starting our journey with Arctic Tundra. This section opened in 1981 and is located on the west side of the zoo. We'll meet three different animals that are found in one of the coldest habitats on Earth. Let's begin. Our first stop is home to the world's largest land carnivore, the polar bear. Say hello to Lerky, who had a very rough start to life. When she was born, Lerky required intensive care after a medical emergency at the Detroit Zoo. She was hand-raised by keepers and was paired with an orphan grizzly named Jebby. Lerky arrived at the zoo in 2023 with her twin sister Astra. Though Lerky has made progress, she still requires specific needs and personalized care. I filmed Lerky on February 27th, which is also International Polar Bear Day, a holiday that celebrates the time period when mother polar bears and their cubs are in their dens. In the wild, a female pregnant polar bear will dig a den in a snowdrift during October. The cubs are born after a 7 to 9 month pregnancy in the den, usually around December. For the next 8 months, the mother polar bear will take care of her cubs inside the den. The mother polar bear will also live off her fat reserves instead of eating or drinking. In March or April, the mother polar bear is ready to leave the den so she can teach her cubs how to survive. If you want to see Lerky, don't forget to stop by her exhibit at 1:30 p.m. daily for the Polar Bear Keeper Chat. The next exhibit contains two Arctic foxes. First is Freya, who came from the Hinson Robinson Zoo in Illinois. She is very curious, smart, and attentive. Freya is smaller, has a shorter snout, and has lighter fur than her partner Sven. Sven has longer and more gray fur, but he was seized from a home in Oklahoma because owning an Arctic fox in that state is illegal. Before Sven came to the Point Defiance Zoo, he was raised at a wildlife rehabilitation center. Depending on the time of year, Arctic foxes have different coats. In the summertime, the fox's fur is grayish-brown to blend in with tundra rocks, but in the wintertime, their fur turns white to help them blend into the snow around them. In fact, that fur coat keeps the fox's body at 104 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius. Speaking of fur, the final animal in this section has some of the thickest fur in the Arctic. It's also one of the rarest animals in a zoo. Say hello to the muskox. The Point Defiance Zoo is home to 4 of these shaggy bovines. There's Hudson, his mate Charlotte, and their daughter Willow. They also live with Pretzel, who came from the Large Animal Research Station of the University of Alaska Fairbanks and arrived in December 2024. While muskoxen look like cows, they're more closely related to sheep. Muskoxen get their name from a strong, musky smell they release during the breeding season, which isn't actually musk. During the breeding season, male muskoxen will fight over females by charging at each other at up to 37 miles per hour before clashing their heads together at full force. To avoid a serious head injury, muskoxen have a powerful skull with honeycomb air pockets for cushioning. The skull also has 4 inches of bone that attaches to the horns. It can get really cold on the Arctic tundra, especially during the winter time. A muskox fur is 8 times thicker than sheep's wool, but when it gets really cold, the herd huddles together and they take turns on the outside, exposing themselves to the freezing wind. Brrr. Muskoxen find food in the wintertime by using their hooves to dig under the snow. Muskoxen are built for the cold, but can't run very fast without overheating. To protect their babies from Arctic wolves, muskoxen will form a straight line when there's only one or two wolves. But when there's a huge pack of wolves, the muskoxen will resort to Plan B by forming a powerful protective circle around their babies. The adults will stand their ground and use their horns and hooves to attack the wolves. Muskoxen have been around for over 600,000 years and have even coexisted with woolly mammoths and smilodons. Hudson, Charlotte, Willow, and Pretzel are the only 4 muskoxen in a zoo in the mainland United States for a variety of reasons. Because they are built for the Arctic, muskoxen can't survive long in warm areas. They need a special habitat that mimics their tundra home in the wild and are threatened by parasites. So this will be the first and probably only time I will showcase muskoxen on my tours. And that wraps things up. Overall, the Arctic Tundra is a great exhibit and one I would highly recommend checking out. When we return to the Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium, we'll head over to the rocky shores. We'll see a very vocal walrus, sea otters, puffins, murs, and even a seal and sea lion keeper chat. Today's question is, out of all the animals I mentioned, which one are you looking forward to seeing the most? Thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time. You're smart, creative, and kind.